You're not losing your mind. You're losing your reference point. Manipulation doesn't break you overnight. It slowly rewires what feels normal. By the time you notice you don't trust yourself anymore, that's the design. Stay. Nathan from the UK gave us permission to share his story. He's 34, works in IT, smart, stable, grounded, and he spent 2 years in a relationship that slowly dismantled his sense of reality. It started small. She'd question his memory of conversations, tell him he was being too sensitive when he expressed hurt, frame her criticism as concern for his well-being. Nathan started apologizing for things he didn't remember doing. He started questioning his own perceptions. Was he really that forgetful? That sensitive? That difficult? 2 years in, Nathan couldn't trust his own judgment anymore. He'd ask friends if something was real or if he was imagining it. His confidence was shattered, and he had no idea how it happened. What Nathan missed was the slow, systematic rewiring of what felt normal. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how it works, and you'll never let it happen to you. The gradual desensitization that makes abuse feel like love. Here's a psychological reality most men will never understand until they've lived it. Manipulation doesn't announce itself. It doesn't arrive with screaming and drama. It arrives as a series of small, almost imperceptible shifts in what you accept as normal. The psychology behind this is devastating. It's called gradual desensitization. Your brain adapts to new baselines. What would have shocked you in month 1 becomes your normal in month 12. And the person doing this to you knows exactly what they're doing, even if they couldn't articulate it. Nathan's woman didn't start with cruelty. She started with small criticisms disguised as concern. I'm just trying to help you be better. You know I love you. That's why I'm honest. Then she'd withdraw affection when he didn't comply. Then she'd punish him with silence. Then she'd blame him for her emotional state. Here's what you need to understand. When the shift happens gradually enough, you don't recognize it as abuse. You recognize it as how she is. You make excuses for her. You adjust yourself to accommodate her. And slowly, imperceptibly, your standard for what constitutes acceptable treatment drops to the floor. Nathan didn't realize he'd been manipulated until it was over. He was too busy trying to be better, to be enough, to be what she needed. He didn't see the mechanism. He just felt like he was constantly failing. Awareness is the antidote. When you understand that manipulation operates through slow desensitization, you start watching for the small shifts, the minor criticisms that feel off, the subtle punishments for not complying, the gradual erosion of what you once considered unacceptable. The gaslighting cycle that makes you question your own memory. Here's the darkest psychological weapon in the manipulator's arsenal, making you doubt your own perception of reality. And it works on intelligent men better than anyone else. Think about Nathan. She'd question his memory of conversations. I never said that. You're remembering it wrong. That's not what happened. At first, he'd push back. He knew what he heard, but she was consistent. Like she was confident. And eventually, he started wondering if maybe he was wrong. The psychology here is devastating. Gaslighting operates on a simple principle. If someone contradicts your perception of reality consistently and confidently enough, your brain starts to doubt itself. You've built your entire life on trusting your own perception. When that trust is systematically undermined, you lose your anchor. Here's why smart men are the most vulnerable. You've spent your life being right. You've trusted your judgment. You've relied on your intellect. When someone you trust tells you repeatedly that you're wrong about something you were sure was true, it doesn't just confuse you. It destabilizes everything you believe about yourself. Nathan started asking friends if he was being unreasonable. He started apologizing for things he didn't remember. He started questioning whether he was too sensitive, her favorite phrase. His confidence in his own perception was gone. And without that, he had nothing to stand on. The gaslighting cycle looks like this. She does something hurtful, you express hurt, she denies it happened or reframes it as your fault. You doubt yourself, you apologize, you try harder. The cycle repeats. Each time your grip on reality loosens. Each time you trust yourself a little less. Each time you become more dependent on her version of events. The intermittent reward system that creates addiction. Here's where the manipulation becomes chemically addictive. And when you understand this, everything about toxic relationships finally makes sense. Nathan's woman didn't punish him consistently. If she had, he would have left. Instead, she used a psychological tool called intermittent reinforcement. She'd punish him with coldness, criticism, or withdrawal. Then she'd reward him with warmth, affection, and validation, unpredictably, irregularly, without pattern. The psychology is clear. Intermittent reinforcement creates the strongest addiction. It's the same mechanism that makes slot machines addictive. You never know when the reward is coming, so you keep pulling the lever, you keep trying, you keep hoping. This is the question you need to sit with. And I'm not asking you to answer me. I'm asking you to answer yourself. How many times did you stay in something that hurt you because you were chasing the version of her that appeared just often enough to keep you hoping? Let that land. Nathan stayed 2 years. 2 years of being slowly dismantled. Why? Because every time he was ready to leave, she'd become the woman he fell in love with for a day, a week, just long enough to pull him back. Then the cycle would repeat. Here's what the psychologically aware man understands. When the affection is unpredictable, it's not affection, it's leverage. She's not struggling with her emotions, she's using her emotions as a reward system. And you're the rat in the cage, pressing the liver, waiting for the pellet. Recognize intermittent reinforcement for what it is. When the good times are linked to your compliance and the bad times to your independence, you're not in a relationship, you're in a conditioning program. And the only winning move is to stop playing. How she rewrites your history and replaces it with hers. This is where everything comes together. And this is where Nathan's story reaches its most painful conclusion. By the end of 2 years, Nathan didn't trust his memory of his own relationship. He'd ask friends, was she really that bad? Maybe I'm remembering it wrong. That wasn't confusion. That was the final stage of the rewiring. The psychology here is surgical. Manipulators don't just control the present. They rewrite the past. They reinterpret events to suit their narrative. They make you believe that what happened wasn't really what happened. They take your memories and slowly replace them with their version. Nathan's woman reframed everything. Arguments became Nathan being difficult. Her cruelty became honesty. His reasonable boundaries became control issues. Over time, Nathan internalized her narrative. He stopped trusting his own memory of what had happened. He started believing maybe he was the problem. Here's what you need to understand. When someone systematically rewrites your history, they don't just take your past, they take your future. Because if you can't trust what happened, you can't trust what's happening now. And if you can't trust what's happening now, you become completely dependent on their version of reality. Nathan's woman didn't just hurt him. She dismantled the foundation of his self-trust. And without that, he was lost. He couldn't make decisions. He couldn't trust his instincts. He couldn't even trust his memory. Understanding this final insight is the key to protection. When you know that manipulation rewrites your perception of reality itself, you stop trusting the narrative someone else is feeding you. You start trusting your own experience, the tightness in your chest when she criticizes you, the fatigue you feel after interactions, the nagging voice that says something is wrong. That's your psychological immune system. That's what keeps you safe. And the moment you stop trusting it, you're vulnerable to anyone who wants to control you. Nathan thought he was in a relationship. He was in a conditioning program designed to break his sense of self. And he didn't see it until it was over. But you don't have to make the same mistake. You see the mechanism now. You understand how it works. And that understanding is your protection. Everything we've covered is grounded in real psychology. Gradual desensitization, gaslighting mechanisms, intermittent reinforcement, and how manipulative partners rewrite your sense of reality. This is behavioral science, not opinion. And it's the truth most people will never tell you. Now it's your turn. Which insight hit you hardest? The desensitization, the gaslighting, the addiction cycle, or the rewriting of history? Drop it in the comments. Be honest. Nobody knows who you are here. Subscribe and turn on notifications. There's another video waiting for you right now, one you absolutely shouldn't miss. The unseen mind helps you understand what's really happening beneath the surface. Clarity, confidence, control. See you in the next one.